Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm here for a very controversial Season 4 theory of Raising Kanan. And what I got here are the 7 hidden and not so hidden in your face clues that Ronnie Myers Mathis was, whatever, a gay man, and it will be revealed in some kind of way in Season 4. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because over the past couple days, I've had people in my comment section be more in denial than a real man in real life who is on the down low about his persuasion, okay? All these clues we had, some of them is overlooked, some of them are not overlooked, that Ronnie was left-handed. And I got people in the comment section who have the audacity, the gall, to say silly things like, why do you want Ronnie to be gay so bad? What does that mean? What are you saying about yourself? Like the most foolish things, right? And my question is this: why is it such a big deal if Ronnie was, right? There's real hitters in real life who are gay, right? There's official people, there's dangerous people in real life who are gay, and the signs in your face, not to mention, this is power. Have y'all forgotten, and I'm speaking to those particular people, right? Have you forgotten that every series of Power, right, gives us some kind of boss, some kind of serious person that has some kind of gay tendency? Like, for instance, right, in book 2, we had Pinky. Pinky is clearly trans. And of course, nobody ready to see somebody trans get into it, right? But going to Force, we had Claudia. Going into OG Power, we had Lobos. And some people are going to say, yo, man, Lobos did men and women. Listen, man, y'all know how it is, especially in the black community. Whether you do it with both men and women or just men, we call you gay. Y'all know that already, okay? And we have not seen any kind of real official in-your-face gay presence on Raising Kanan yet, but y'all gotta understand that this is still set in the 90s and gay people moved a certain kind of way. But you know what? Without further ado, let's get into it, man. These are the 7 hidden clues, and at the same time, not so hidden clues, obviously in your face clues, that Ronnie Myers Mathis is a gay man, and it will be revealed in Season 4. Let's get to it. Reason number 1. Ronnie was never known for getting women. There was no drug dealer getting money in the 90s who did not indulge in the many options of women that were available. He was basically the man before he went to prison. Came home to no women, plus didn't try to get any. There was no man who was making any kind of money or drugs, any kind of success, and did not have any women around him. We talking about the 90s in New York, especially if you're from New York, you know, but anywhere where you was in the hood, the slums, and the men sold drugs, if he was only making $500 a week, he still had honeys, he still had chicks, and he still was trying to get, right, his eggplant wet. But moving on to number 2, right? Since y'all so in denial, right? Ronnie came home and never attempted to get any women. There is no logical excuse for this other than being gay or severely traumatized from childhood, maybe. But most people who were abused as children are known to grow up and actually, on the other side, be hypersexual, right? Such as the many men who grew up in the hood and got a whole bunch of extra baby mothers, right? The Futures, the Chief Keefs in the hood, right? You gotta believe that there's a chance that they went through something. And then we talking about the young women who unfortunately went through something, how they end up being streetwalkers, they end up being strippers, right? And that's if the writers were going the whole he was traumatized and that's why route, right? But even trauma does not stop people from indulging in human nature, which is having a sexual orientation and indulging in their sexual desires. But we didn't see Ronnie do it. Why? Why? What are y'all gonna say? Oh, because he was focused on the bag? You could be focused on the bag for 24 hours of the day. You could still find 5 minutes to deal with a woman, just like every man's gonna do. Are we ignoring like a real man's nature just because y'all want Ronnie to be straight that bad? Because if y'all find out he gay, then that means his character is trash? Or you like the character so much and then you found out he was gay? It's not that big a deal. He's still a greatly written character. He's still a menacing character. But let's move on to number 3, right? For all you in denial people, right? And these are only men who are in denial about this, right? Even though we all from the hood, and in the hood, they call you gay for less, right? But let's move on to number 3. Ronnie never really dated Juliana. Power is big on sex scenes. If Ronnie was hitting that, they would have shown us. But instead, they shown him turning down Juliana's advances, right? She tried Ronnie and failed to sleep with him. Y'all seen the scenes. She was touching all over him, right? She was saying, I want you to make me feel good. I want you to feel good. She tried to turn it into a scene out of Monsters Ball, damn it, right? She thought she was Hallie and Ronnie was Billy Bob. That's what she thought. Y'all seen how Ronnie was looking at that woman, right? He didn't even go out of his way to kiss her, but yet there's people in the comment section saying, yo, man, Juliana hit that. Juliana said Ronnie told Pop that he was with Juliana. They were never together. She was trying to. And if she would have lived longer, it probably would have been a storyline where she would have been questioning him as to why you don't want to sleep with me. Now, in my expert power opinion, Ronnie was deprived of a mother's love from a very, very young age. And he found some kind of paternal energy coming from Juliana that he wanted to be around, right? Other than that, Juliana was thick. She was attractive. He would have been all over her. If they intended for Ronnie to be 100% straight and for us to not even question it, they would have had a love scene. Period. That's number 3. Now moving on to number 4. Rock was surprised as hell when she heard from Pernessa that Ronnie had a girlfriend. She probably always known in the first place that Ronnie was left-handed, and we just may find out, as I've said before in many videos, we just may find out that Ronnie and Defcon did a little something together. We just might find that out. You don't believe me? Go look at Rock's face when Pernessa says that Ronnie got a girlfriend. Go look at Rock's face in episode 8 of season 3. And this is the type of situation to where Unique back in the 90s, right, would definitely be in denial about it. And he wouldn't tell Pernessa Ronnie's business even if he questioned Ronnie's sexual orientation, right? But that's number 4. Moving on to number 5 of these obvious clues that you people like to ignore. And I'm not talking about everyone, but those specific people, right? The way Ronnie flipped on them girls in the club with Unique was some of the gayest stuff I ever seen, okay? Mind you, this man just came home from prison. What other logical excuse could there be that he been home for more than 24 hours and did not try to get laid, right? And if you've never been to prison, right, maybe you can't relate, but I've been to prison. And maybe you know people who've been to prison. You ask them how long they trying to wait if they went 2-3 years and better without sleeping with a woman. You tell me, right? Boom. Right? This man just came home from prison. What other logical excuse could there be? You would have to totally disregard both the nature of a man, especially one who just came home from prison days ago, and the fact that the show is based on 90s era drug dealers who were all definitely running through tons of women during this era. And now, number 6, right, which may be the most damning information and proof that Ronnie liked men. We gotta understand that there's a big reason for us to believe that Pop knows something and was inquisitive of Ronnie, right? And was seen questioning him about why he never had a real girlfriend. And when you listen to Ronnie explain to himself to Pop, does that seem like a man who gets women? We talking about, right? And I'm gonna say pause, but I'm also not blind, and neither are the rest of the viewers, right? We talking about someone who is a tall, dark-skinned, right, handsome man who talks to Pop and says he don't remember the name of his girlfriend, saying he only had one girl before. She says, so you never really had a girlfriend before? She's questioning him in a way of that older woman who already suspects something of you, and she giving you enough rope to hang yourself, right? That's how she was talking to Ronnie, right? As if she already knew. She trying to get him to slip up or giving him some leeway because she thinking maybe I might be wrong, right? That's Pop. And last but not least, number 7. Ronnie was portrayed as a serial killer. Prolific serial killers in American history, like John Wayne Gacy and Jeffrey Dahmer, amongst others, and I'm not saying all serial killers, but amongst others, right, were known to be gay. Ronnie gave Pernessa a chance, gave Jukebox a chance, and even gave Rock a chance until she messed with his money, right? But along with the MO of a lot of serial killers, Ronnie only killed men and did not give them any chances at all. They crossed him or made him upset, and then they died. He would have dealt with Unique earlier if he wasn't his little brother that he had a soft spot for. And that, my friends, are the 7 clues that people are ignoring that prove to us that Ronnie, 90%, there's a 90% chance that Ronnie will be exposed as gay in season 4 of Raising Kanan. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.